Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back here on a Wednesday night for championship night for the BAM Racing Videos Late Model Series here for the Crooked Line Racing League. 150 laps tonight here from Nashville Mini. Now, not Nashville Fairgrounds, but the track within the track, the really small track within the track here. These guys in the late model series for Wednesday. This is the last race of the season, and we have two drivers going for the championship basically tonight, and that's going to be the 68 of Aaron Raymond and the 28 of Brian Zimmerman. Only a few points separate these drivers going into tonight, and Brian Zimmerman is going to be starting from the rear of the field, I do believe. We've got about 3.5 minutes left in practice. Top times are at the top of your screen, and how about Aaron Raymond being top of the board right now with a 14.24, and then Brian Zimmerman back there in 12th with a 14.41. So looks like Zimmy's going to have a little bit of work to do tonight. So we also got Tyler Johnson, who's second on the board right now with a 14.26. Taking a look at Daniel Sweet, the number 87, currently sixth on the board with a 14.31. Only a couple minutes left to go here in practice. We're waiting to get word from race control so we can head down trackside for pre-race ceremonies. So with this track being this small, ladies and gentlemen, here's the biggest word of the evening. It's going to be patience. You're going to have to take your time to make your way through the field. Obviously going to be a bottom-feeding racetrack. You don't want to get stuck up on that high line. Gonna have to save the right front tire here tonight as well. Don't think fuel's gonna be too much of an issue. Shouldn't have to worry about fuel at all tonight, but you're gonna have to worry about your tires. Even if we get a caution, these drivers tonight, if they wanna come down and get tires under caution, they do have one set in the pits. However, you might go a lap down under that caution. Getting word from race control right now. It is time to head down trackside for pre-race ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could, please rise and remove your hats for tonight's National Anthem. And thank you very much, Joshua Rutherford, for a great rendition of our National Anthem. Everybody, please go check out Mullet Music Productions on YouTube. and go ahead and show Josh a little support here. We are into qualifying now. We're taking a look at Kyle, the Wildman Wellman. He's going to be the first to set a time on the board of 14.90 for the number 42 of Kyle Wellman. On his second lap now, right on the bottom side of the racetrack, out of turn number 4 and across the line for his second lap. Will he improve? He does, a 14.54, but Tyler Johnson is out on the racetrack right now. Big sideways coming out of turn number 4. His first lap was a 14.41, good enough to hold on to provisional pole right now, but his second time a 14.42, a little bit slower. Derek Stanley out on track right now, currently 5th on the board with a 14.99 on his first lap, out of turn 4 and across the line for his second. Goes a little bit quicker, a 14.76 for the number 76 of Derek Stanley. Scott Smith finishes up his qualifying run. Tyler Shattuck goes second fastest, a 14.46 as he crosses the line. Tanner Marr out there in the number 4 on his first lap of qualifying here. Out of turn number 4 and across the line. 14.56 for the number 4. Can he improve on lap number 2? Out of turn 4, sideways and across the line. He does in a 14.60 his second time around. Tyler Catalano goes 5th fastest with a 14.49. Johnny Evans, I want to say. I don't think that's Evans. I want to say it's Evans. So Johnny Evans out there in the number 3 on his first lap. Sideways out of turn 4, across the line. No time on his first lap. Down into 3 and 4 on his second. Out of 4 and across the line. 14.41 matches Tyler Johnson's time, but a little bit faster. Johnny Evans goes top of the board. Daniel Sweet out there in the number 87 on his second lap right now. First lap, 14.59. Can the 87 improve on his second? Out of turn 4 and across the line. Daniel Sweet, quick time, 14.40. Gonna go top of the board, provisional pole. Anthony Rennick finishing up his qualifying run of 14.65. Good enough for 11th, as we got a few drivers elected not to qualify right now. 2 of them being our championship contenders, Brian Zimmerman and Aaron Raymond. 2 drivers that we're gonna have to watch all night long, ladies and gentlemen, as we got about a minute and a half left to go here in qualifying. I think everybody who wanted to take a time has taken a time. I think Daniel Sweet's going to hold on to the pole here tonight. All right, qualifying is wrapping up here, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like Daniel Sweet's going to hang on to the pole. Starting on the pole this evening is going to be Daniel Sweet in the number 87 with Johnny Evans to his outside in second. Tyler Johnson's going to be starting in third position tonight with Tyler Shattuck starting in fourth. Alex Harris is going to be starting in fifth with Zach Murphy to his outside in sixth. Tyler Catalano is going to be starting in seventh with Kyle the Wildman Wellman starting in eighth. Tanner Marr is going to be starting in ninth with Scott Smith to his outside in 10th. Anthony Rennick is going to be starting in 11th position with Derek Stanley to his outside in 12th. Going down through the field, starting in 13th, Brian Zimmerman, and to his outside, Aaron Raymond, the two championship contenders starting in the rear of the field. Mitchell Muma is going to be starting in 15th with Brandon Mettler starting in 16th. Mark Stewart is going to be starting 17th with Timmy Catalano starting in 18th. That's going to be your field tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Only 18 cars here tonight. But that's plenty for a short track like the Nashville Mini. Flagman giving these guys the one to go signal. It's time to go racing here in Nashville. 150 laps, and we're going to determine a champion here tonight. Field's going to get ready, going down the back straightaway. The pace car's going to pull down pit road. Daniel Sweet going to lead him out at turn number 4. Green flag in the air, and we are racing here at Nashville. Down into turns 1 and 2. Everybody's going to have to be real cordial here, but they're going to all be trying to get down to the bottom side lane. Down into 3 and 4 for the first time in the evening. Tyler Johnson, big stack up. There's going to be a caution here on lap 1. And a parking lot coming out of turn number 3. Let's go back and see if we can't get a replay on that. So it kind of started up near the front. There was a big stack up here coming down into the corner. Looks like the 37 just gets into the rear of the 5, and it's just a little bit of chaos from there on out. And that's the thing. If somebody checks up just the slightest bit, I mean, everybody's got to be on their toes here this evening to be able to see that and avoid it. You see what happens. A parking lot can happen almost immediately here at this little oval. Caution flag number 1 of the evening, lap 3 of 150. Daniel Sweet continues the lead with Johnny Evans still in second. Zach Murphy has moved up into 3rd position. He's now up 3 spots since the start of the race. Luckily, the 5 of Tyler Johnson, he was able to hang on to 4th as we're getting ready to double file him back up here and get ready to go back green flag racing. So we're going to get a single file restart. Drivers were not able to complete 1 full lap under green. Race control has said we're going to start single file. Lights are off on the pace truck. Sweet's going to lead him down. He will be able to fire off out of turn number 4. And green flag is back out in the air. Good launch for the number 87 of Sweet down into 1 and 2. He's got a mirror full of Johnny Evans going down the back straightaway. Into 3 and 4, Zach Murphy still holds on to 3rd with Tyler Johnson back there in 4th. Kyle the Wildman Wellman running in the top 5 right now is Tyler Shattuck. He was up there in the top 5, and after that first caution, he has fallen back to 6th. He's got Scott Smith right behind him, and then right behind Scott, you have the championship contender, Aaron Raymond in the number 68. Raymond already up into the 8th position. We have to go all the way back to 16th to find Brian Zimmerman. Oh, as Zimmerman gets into the outside wall, already hurting the car early. Not what you want to see out of the number 28. Back up to the front of the field. It is Daniel Sweet leading the way with Johnny Evans running second. All over the back bumper coming out of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. Zach Murphy still holds on to third, but he is losing a little bit of ground to these race leaders right now. The 3 has a run coming out of turn number 2. Takes a peek to the inside going into 3 and 4, but just can't quite get there. Scott Smith under pressure from Aaron Raymond. Raymond trying to get around him and take over that 7th position. Still a long way to go for the number 68. He still has time to get up there and win this thing, but right now, looking good for him for the championship. Back in 10th is Timmy Catalano, and behind him you got Tanner Marr in the number 4 machine running in 11th position. Derek Stanley behind him in 12th. Anthony Rennick holds on to the 13th position. And then you go back to 14th, got Mitchell Muma. Right behind him, championship contender right now, Brian Zimmerman holds on to 15th position. Kind of has his work cut out for him right now. As we're only 14 laps into this race, he still has a lot of ground to make up and a little bit of right front damage to that number 28. Right behind him, you have Tyler Catalano in the number 64. Got a little loose coming out of turn number 4. Then we go back to the 97 of Mark Stewart. And then Brandon Mettler holds on to the 18th position. Back up to the front, we do have a change for the lead. Johnny Evans was able to get around the number 87 of Daniel Sweet, take over the race lead. Zach Murphy still back there in third, trying to work his way around Sweet right now. So there's a big gap. A little bit of a lock up there by the 37 of Tyler Shattuck. That's allowing Aaron Raymond to get up to him. Now Raymond has made his way around the 53 of Scott Smith. Has worked his way up into 7th position. He is now up 7 spots since the start of this race. Now has his sight set on the 37 of Tyler Shattuck. Down into 1 and 2, has a good run there. Gets right on the back bumper, but seems to lose it a little bit down the back straightaway. Back up to the front, Johnny Evans still leading away. However, starting to catch the back of the field here. So lap traffic going to start to play a factor here at Nashville. Do you see the gap right there? Anthony Rennick, the only car right now, he's back in 18th. He's on pit lane. Problems for the number 23. But Evans in that number 3 car, he is slowly catching the number 98 of Mitchell Muma. You see the gap right there. About to start getting into lap traffic, and that could allow Daniel Sweet to possibly catch back up to this 3 car and make a move. So you got Mitchell Muma and Mark Stewart side by side up here. This is a battle for the 16th position. Muma's going to do a little bit of a slide job there almost. Slide up in front of the 97 and take it away. That allows the number 3 to go ahead and slide around them. So Evans go ahead and put Mark Stewart a lap down right now as Sweet and Murphy and Johnson try to work around them. Now the 3 trying to work his way around Mitchell Muma. Muma going to go to the top side of the racetrack. Looks like he let him by. Oh, and a caution flag out on the speedway. Looks like the 53 of Scott Smith involved as we see him sitting there in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Let's go back and take a look. Go down in the corner. It looks like the 9. Oh, Tanner gets into the back of the 9 there afterwards, but it's the 9 and the 53 that make contact right there. Let's get another replay on that. They go down in the corner here in 3 and 4, and just a little too much rear end contact sent that car around. Scott Smith unfortunately making a little bit of contact with that inside pit wall. and he got stuck. He had to wait for the whole field to go around, so gonna lose a lap there, I believe, as well. First, I almost said first caution, second caution of the evening. Johnny Evans still leads with Daniel Sweet running in second. So now we've had a few green flag laps. The next restart is going to be double file. Laps complete here at Nashville Fairgrounds mini oval. Sellout crowd for the championship night. Speaking of championship, we go back to 7th. This is going to allow Aaron Raymond to gain some ground right now. He's going to be able to start on the inside lane. So he's sitting in 7th, but Brian Zimmerman has moved up to 11th. Still right front damage to that car, though. He hasn't come down pit road and had them bang them fenders out. Lights are off on the pace truck. So we're going to re-rack them, restack them, and fire them off one more time. It's going to be lap 33 of 150 when we take the green flag. Field in the hands of Johnny Evans coming out of turn number 4. Pace truck pulls down pit road, and out of turn number 4, they fire them off, and we are back underway. Almost a little bit of side-by-side contact as we go down into 1 and 2. Looks like the 3 is going to be able to hang on to it. Now you see Zach Murphy. He is trying to fight on that inside lane, try to keep a quarter panel there. But it looks like the 87 is going to be able to hold on to second coming out of turn number 4. Great job by Daniel Sweet. Now trying to get back up to Johnny Evans in the number 3. Side by side back here, Kyle Wellman, Tyler Johnson. Now Aaron Raymond trying to make a move up inside the top 5. Caution flag on the speedway. Now it's going to actually hurt Raymond because he is showing in 6th position. Now he's going to have to start on the outside lane. Let's go back and see what happened. Looked like it might have been Tyler Catalano involved. Or maybe it was the other Catalano. Oh no, the 87 gets into the 64 right there, but oh yeah, the 9. Let's go back. It looks like there's a checkup here. He slows down and just, the 97, just no braking. Ooh. Looks like the 9 tried to get it spun back around, but then the field was coming again, so he's gonna unfortunately go a lap down here, I believe. Back up at the front, it is still Johnny Evans and Daniel Sweet. Kind of flip-flop though. Sweet started on the pole, Evans started in second. Now Evans runs first with Sweet. They're in second. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for tuning in tonight here on a Wednesday night for the championship race for the Crooked Line Late Model Series presented to us by BAM Racing Videos. So shout out to BAM Racing Videos, Brandon Metler. He's the owner there. Go check him out on all social media platforms. That's BAM Racing Videos on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all of it. And go check out his stuff. He makes really good content. Here we go, getting ready to go back under the green flag. Oh, it looks like the 3 might have hesitated a little bit. Big sideways for Zach Murphy out of 4 on the restart. So now he tries to take a peek underneath Daniel Sweet coming out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. He's still there, trying to make something happen. And how about Wildman Wellman trying to make a move up on the top side here? Oh, gets into the wall a little bit. A couple of cars in the wall, even Aaron Raymond, championship contender, trying to hold his position there on the outside. And it is going to be very difficult for the 68 to do that. Wellman trying to fight for 3rd. Looks like he's going to be able to take it off of Zach Murphy, put the 42 up into 3rd. Tyler Johnson back to 5th. Aaron Raymond now back on the bottom line there in 6th. Has to work his way back up around the 5 car to get himself into the top 5. Doing a good job right now. Brian Zimmerman, although has not made up any spots, still running in 11th. Johnny Evans, still your race leader right now. Lap 45 of 150, still a long way to go here, and anything can happen. Daniel Sweet runs 2nd. Kyle, the Wildman Wellman, holding on to 3rd with Zach Murphy back to 4th. Tyler Shattuck holds on to the 7th position with Tanner Marr running in 8th. Alex Harris runs 9th. Rounding out the top 10 is Tyler Catalano in the number 64. And you see Brian Zimmerman, he is starting to lose a little bit of ground in the number 64. So let's go back up and take a look at our other championship contender, Aaron Raymond, down the back straightaway, all over the back bumper, the number 5 of Tyler Johnson. So right now, Aaron Raymond can finish where he's at and probably seal the championship. So right now, just needs to keep logging laps and being consistent. Obviously wants to go for a win though, but I don't think he's gonna risk it all that much knowing where he's at right now. Lap 50 of 150, and Johnny Evans still leads the way. He does have a mirror full of that number 87 of Daniel Sweet though, coming out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. These laps click off so fast here, ladies and gentlemen. We're already on lap 51. As you saw, a big time sideways for the number 3 coming out of turn number 4. So maybe the tires starting to get a little hot here for the number 3. He's gonna get sideways again, make contact with the wall. And Daniel Sweet's gonna have to check up, allow him to gather it back up. Good job by these guys. That 3 car is pushing it hard. Great battle going on for the lead right now. Daniel Sweet, the 87, the 3 of Johnny Evans. Sideways again coming out of 4. That's just allowing Sweet to get a run there to the inside. Looks like he lost a little bit of ground there coming out of 2 down the back straightaway. This is just great racing going on right now. Lap 55 of 150. Go back and take a look. Zach Murphy all over the back bumper of Kyle, the Wildman Wellman right now. But nobody really looking to make a move just yet. Big time sideways for the number 4, Tanner Marr. Coming out of turn 4, he's gonna overshoot 3 and 4. That allows Alex Harris to move up around him. That's a battle there for the 8th position. Now Tanner has to worry about Tyler Catalano there in 10th. See Timmy out in chat. Is it really? Is it really? There's no way, right? Come on now. If it really is, I mean, I'll pronounce it correctly, but I didn't think it would be that way. Johnny Evans still runs first. Lap 59 of 150. He's on your team. All right, gotcha. So, all right, so I've been pronouncing Daniel's name wrong this whole time. According to Timmy, it's Daniel Sweat. So Daniel is getting a run here down the back straightaway and into 3 and 4. Just can't quite make a move, but however, I don't think he has to right now. I think he sees that that number 3 car, he has been loose out of turn 4 a couple of times. What he's doing, he's just trying to get there, get on his back bumper, maybe force him to make a mistake and get the run coming out of the next corner. Gotcha, Timmy. Thank you for correcting me on the pronunciation of his last name. We do want to make sure we get everybody's name right here on TSP. So we do appreciate that. So let's go back and take a look at Aaron Raymond again. Well, like I said, I think he's just kind of riding right now. He's got 4 cars in between him and Brian Zimmerman, and with the way points were coming into this race, he is sitting comfortable right now. Brian Zimmerman back there in 11th still. Looks like he's kind of struggling here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe not the track Zimmy wanted to see for the championship night. The 64 makes its way around to 37. That allows Brian Zimmerman to get a run here down the front stretch into 1 and 2. Tanner Marr under pressure. He's going to lose a spot here as Zimmerman tries to make a move down to the inside as well. Zimmerman does move up into 10th, now looking for 9th position. And I guarantee you the spotter of Aaron Raymond is telling him that, like, hey, now there's only 2 cars in between us. Might want to go and try and get another position here. All those spots are going to matter. So back up to the front. There's still a heated battle going on for the race lead as we take lap 69 of 150. Johnny Evans still leads the way. Big time sideways out of 2. Sideways a little bit coming out of turn 4. Sweat doing a good job, just hanging there right behind him, just waiting for one of the bigger mistakes. As these guys start to catch lap traffic one more time, that's the 97 of Mark Stewart, who's sitting in 15th right now. That's who they're catching up to. Looks like he's gonna just go ahead and pull out of the way. Probably a little bit of bad timing there as Evans has to go to the outside to get around him. Looks like he tried to get out of the way of the race leaders, and maybe spotter just didn't call it at the right time. But everybody got around clean. We're still good. Still battle for the race lead right now. And they got a little bit of clean racetrack in front of them. As we go to our spectator cam, you can see it right there, the gap as they enter 1 and 2. Let's go back and take a look at this battle here. Wellman is starting to pull away from Zach Murphy just a little bit, hanging on to that 3rd spot with Tyler Johnson holding on to 5th. Looks like Johnson got a little sideways coming out of turn number 4. Looks like Raymond's trying to get a run here. You just see him running a little bit of a different line there on entry into the corners, almost like he's trying to get a run off to be able to get a move going into the next corner. On board with Aaron Raymond. Looks like Murphy made a little contact with Wellman up there. As we're gonna be 3 wide right here. They're trying to work their way around lap cars. Everybody does a good job getting around it. Oh, a little bit of contact there between a 68 and a 5. Great racing going on right now. Back up to the front. Johnny Evans still leads the way, lap 79 of 150. They are starting to catch the back bumper of the 53 of Scott Smith. Scott Smith currently shown in the 15th position, 2 laps down. Oh, the 3 makes contact with the wall right there coming out of 4. That's going to slow him up. Looks like he might have been able to make a move right there. And Wellman starts to pull away from the 29 of Zach Murphy. I'm going to compare lap times here to the race leaders, see what he's doing compared to them. Daniel was faster than Johnny that time by, but Wellman's about a 10th slower than these guys up front right now. So these guys are catching up to the back of some lap traffic. Let's take a look at our championship battle. Once again, Aaron Raymond now up inside the top 5, and he has put 3 cars in between him and Brian Zimmerman in the number 28. Caution flag on the speedway. Oh, no, no, no. This is not good. Looking at who it was between, it looks like Smith. Oh, Smith, Sweat, and Evans all getting into it. Let's see if we can't get a better angle of that. Just out into the corner. It looks like maybe Scott wasn't really expecting him to make that move right away, because the three goes down in there hot and heavy, right? I mean, right here. But I don't think Scott was aware of that. Maybe the spotter wasn't either. You can tell the 87, he tried. He tried to check up. He tried to stay out of the back of the number 3. Even slowed up, hoping maybe when he got into the back of him, he'd catch it. But unfortunately, number 3 is going to lose a ton of positions here after having such a good run. So interesting going on right now is Wellman is on pit road. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on that, because he might go a lap down here, just trying to if he's trying to take tires. Derek Stanley is on pit road as well. Looks like about a 20-second stop. Same with Wellman. Okay, so they didn't go a lap down. So they're going to have fresher tires right now. Same with Alex Harris, Brian Zimmerman, all these guys. But Aaron Raymond has now gotten up into the 3rd position. He's up 11 spots since the start of this race. But Brian Zimmerman now, I think he's just trying to play a little bit of strategy, right? He sees he's not as fast, so he now has the better tires than the 68. He's going to go out there and try and do something with that. So we're getting ready to go back green flag racing. Here we go. Coming to take a lap 91 of 150. Sweat's going to lead him down into the restart zone, fires him off, and we're back underway. Oh, Raymond tried to take a peek to the inside of Zach Murphy. Murphy tried to kind of, I don't want to say cut him off, but he tried to hold him off there going down into 1 and 2 and almost had it, but Raymond tried to keep a nose there. As we're side by side back here near the 5th position, that's Tyler Catalano and Tyler Johnson. Now you got the number 3 of Johnny Evans trying to get back up inside the top 5 as well. And here comes Brian Zimmerman on them fresh tires. We're going to have a caution out of the speedway. Scott Smith, problems for the number 53. So what's going on here with Scott Smith? Oh, just kind of gets hit by the 97 and turned around. And Scott, he tries to get it going again. Spotter probably told him, hey, field's coming, just stop, just wait. Scott Smith's going to go around on this one. Lap 94 of 150 here. Laps are starting to wind down. Aaron Raymond running 3rd, championship contender. He was currently the points leader coming into this race, but he only has a couple of cars in between him and Brian Zimmerman. Aaron Raymond's going to have the benefit of starting on the inside lane, whereas Zimmerman's going to be on the outside. However, Brian does have those fresher tires, so maybe he can make some work on that outside lane. Looks like we're going to get 2 to green right here. Next time around should be 1 to green. Sweat's going to fire him off, and we're back underway here, lap 98 of 150. Into turns 1 and 2, Murphy's going to go ahead and secure second. Let's go back and take a look at Brian Zimmerman, who had to get down to the bottom side of the racetrack, now trying to fight his way back up. Only 2 cars set. Well, we're going to be under caution again. I saw a car go around. I think that was the 74 of Alex Harris. No, he gets spun around. We're going to keep it green. Good job by Harris to get it spun back around. As now only 1 car separates Brian Zimmerman from Aaron Raymond, and Raymond sees that. All over the back bumper, the 29 of Zach Murphy. He knows it's time to go. Lap 100 of 150, now 101. Single file right now, 49 laps to go. Aaron Raymond runs second. He's got Johnny Evans right behind him, but Brian Zimmerman. Oh, problems for the 28. It looks like he got loose. He might be overdriving this thing just a little bit. So now we got a battle for second up here. Zach Murphy, or Aaron Raymond looks to the inside of Zach Murphy. We're going to be side by side. Down the back straightaway. Raymond's going to go ahead and get second. 47 laps to go. The 3 trying to make a move as well here on Murphy, trying to take third. Down into 1 and 2. He's on the inside groove. They make a little bit of contact coming out of 2. Oh! The 29 into the back of the 3. Zimmerman's going to get involved. No caution. Caution flag out on the speedway. Oh, man. Tempers flaring tonight. Let's go back and take a look. There's contact right there. It feels like he might have gotten ran out of room. He goes down in and just says, no, sir. Not having none of that. Oh, man. Get out the boxing gloves. So this has been a wild evening thus far, ladies and gentlemen. You got Daniel Sweat up there leading the way. Aaron Raymond now in second with Brian Zimmerman there in third. We came in here with these two basically fighting for the championship. Now they're fighting for position on track. Here we go. Will this be the final restart? Not sure. Might be. Out of turn number 4. Fires him off. We're back underway. Aaron Raymond, not a great restart there. Brian Zimmerman's going to take a peek to the inside. He's going to get sideways, but he is there. Side by side down the back straightaway. Brian Zimmerman on the inside of Aaron Raymond. These two are going to fight really hard. Oh my! Brian Zimmerman, Aaron Raymond make contact out of 4. Zimmerman with a smoking engine. Oh, championship implications here tonight in Nashville. Unfortunate for the 28. We got to go back and see what happened. It's down into the corner. Zimmy tried. It looks like Zimmy might have tried to like slide up a little bit, but I mean, and this is really nothing on either driver. Aaron Raymond tries to pinch him off, right? I mean, he tries to say, hey, I'm going to hang on your quarter panel. I'm trying to hang out here too. And I think the contact happened. And once the rear bumper got lifted up off the ground, that was the end of it. Take a couple more looks at it here. So here's what I'm saying. Zimmy tries to come up a little bit, but of course Raymond tries to stay on that quarter panel. And right there, when they make contact, it's just all over. And Zimmy up into the outside retaining wall. Hard contact. 29 involved. Raymond took a really big hit as well. So that does leave Daniel Sweat up in the lead with Kyle the Wildman Wellman in second, Zach Murphy in third, Mitchell Muma up 11 spots since the start of this race. They're in fourth. And how about Brandon Mettler in fifth? We're running out of laps. That's all I know. Here we go. We're going to get ready to fire him back off. Now, Daniel's been doing good being able to maintain this lead. We only got about 32 laps to go here. And now Aaron Raymond all the way back in 11th, but Brian Zimmerman still on pit road. Green flag back out in the air. Oh, man. Another, I don't even know what to say with that one. I don't even know what happened there. Looks like the 29. Here, let's go back. Let's rewind her. Let's play it again here. Let's slow it down a little bit. So the 29, this is on the restart. The 29, he tries to move up probably to just kind of block the 98, but 98's there. And I mean, with only a handful of laps left here tonight, it's such a short track, and track position is king. I mean, you're not going to back out of it. So unfortunately, the 29 getting involved with that one. I don't think... So that didn't put him a lap down. It's showing him up in front of Daniel right now, but he should get the wave around unless it's going to make him drop to the rear. Guys, you can't you can't just join the booth, guys. If anybody's in there, make sure when you go to the infield care center you message me. We'll bring them up here though. We're going to be back under green though. Now we can bring up, looks like we got Brian Zimmerman in the infield care center, and Brian kind of walked me through that. It kind of looked like you two were just racing hard and it was a product of racing.
Yeah, man, that's all it was. It was just a racing deal. Just so happened we were racing for the championship. Hard racing. Just coming out of 4 there. He got a little bit in my right rear. I might have come up a little bit. He came down a little bit. It was just one of them racing deals. No at fault. Last week I spun him. You know, it wasn't intentional tonight. You know, we got together and if it was his fault, it wasn't intentional at all either. So just one of them racing deals. Hate it came down to that. We took 2 tires. Man, we were fast. We were fixing to win that race, I feel like, with that pit strategy. But yeah, nothing intentional, just good hard racing. And I'd like to congratulate him on a good championship. He definitely deserved it. Had I think 5 wins this season. So I think the correct guy won the championship.
All right, man. Well, hey, it's an unfortunate way to end your season and end your night, but great sportsmanship out of the number 28, and hopefully we'll see you next season.
We'll be here, bud. Thanks for your broadcast, man. Y'all have a good night.
Not a problem. Zimmy, you have a good one as well. That was Brian Zimmerman, driver the number 28. And while we were talking to him, a little bit of a battle going on. Kyle Wellman, he made his way around Daniel there, and now put the wild man up in the race lead here with 20 laps to go. But yeah, if anybody watches the broadcast back, remember, guys, just if you want to get an interview, just join the infield care center. If you wreck out, just go ahead and shoot me a message on Discord. I will see it. We'll get you brought up. Just don't join the broadcast booth. Brandon Mettler trying to make his way around the 87. Now, Brandon Mettler's being shown as the 87 on his car, but Mettler normally always runs the 15. So we're going to consider him the 15 this evening. Give Daniel his 87. 17 laps to go. Couple of cars making contact out of turn number 4 up against the outside wall. Wellman is one of them drivers who pit on lap 87. Same with Brandon Mettler. Mettler is trying to fight hard, trying to get around this 87 car. If he's got tires as well, he knows he can get around them and try to go catch the 42. Now, when they make contact, the 64 is going to go around. Let's go back and see what happened. Down in the corner, a little bit of check up there. Oh, looks like the 5 just wasn't aware of the stack up, was getting on the throttle and just got into the back of the 64 rather, and sent him around. So we're going to be back under caution here with 14 laps to go. Kyle the Wildman Wellman is leading this thing. He got out in front of the 87. He's going to be able to control the next restart, which is an advantage to him. Looks like Johnny Evans going to get one of his laps back here. Or get his lap back, I should say. So that puts Evans back on the lead lap. Lights are going to go off on the pace truck. When we come around, it's going to be 10 laps to go. Aaron Raymond back in 7th pretty much has locked down the championship, so we're going to focus on the battle up here for the win. Kyle Wellman leading him down to turn 4. He's going to fire him off, and we're back underway. So he could have went early there, but he elected to just kind of hang out, let the green flag fly. He's able to get around the 87 pretty cleanly and pretty quickly. Now Mettler takes a peek to the inside. Now Daniel Sweat is caught up on that high lane. Not what he wanted here with 9 laps to go. But Mettler has gotten around. He is now up into 2nd, now has to run down the 42 of Wellman. We're going to compare lap times the next time by, see who's quicker. 8 laps to go. Mettler's got a good entry into 1 and 2. Wellman seems to pull him a little bit down the back straightaway. Last time by, Mettler was a tick quicker. He is right on the back bumper of that 42, 7 laps to go. Down to 3 and 4. Caution flag out on the speedway. Not what Mettler wanted, because now he's going to have to start on the outside on the next restart. Let's go back and see what happened. So a little check up here. It looks like this 29 of Murphy gets into the back of the 76 of Derek Stanley. They try to get spun back around quickly before they get put a lap down. Let's go take another look at it here. So they go down into the corner here, and it looks like the 76 is just checking up. 29 just kind of gets into the back of them. Just loops them around. So it looks like we might get a natural green-white checkered here. You got Brandon Mettler and Kyle Wellman up here going to be starting on the front row. Both of these drivers came down pit road. Mettler came down on 93, whereas Wellman came down on 87. So Mettler does have a little bit fresher tires in that number 42 machine. Can he make something happen here tonight? All right, here we go. Lights are off on the pace truck. It's going to be a green-white checkered. What's going to happen? Wellman's going to have the advantage. Metler on the outside. You got Sweat back there in third and Harris in fourth. Out of turn number 4. Fires them off. We're back underway. Good restart for the 42. The 87 is going to have to clear off. Or I'm sorry, Metler's going to have to clear off the 87. As we got 2 laps to go, coming down into 3 and 4. Wellman trying to go for it here. Out of turn 4, white flag in the air for the 42. Next flag ends it. Metler back here side by side with the 87. Kyle Wellman's out to a good lead. Out of turn number 4, it's going to be Kyle, the wild man Wellman, taking home the win. But who's going to get second? Across the line, side by side finish. Looks like Metler's going to hold on to second, and Daniel Sweat's going to take home third. But Kyle Wellman taking home the win here tonight with a little bit of strategy. Taking tires late in the race. Worked out for him for the number 42. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to allow race control to tally the points up. Let Kyle go ahead and celebrate. Let these other drivers get out of the car, cool down a little bit. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, post-race interviews. Stick around.
With the whole shot. Burrows gets wadded up right there. We got a nasty one. 3 laps here. We're underway here at Horsepower Bar.
And we are back live here at Nashville Fairgrounds at the mini oval on the inside of the racetrack. And we are catching up with our third place finisher. That's Daniel Sweat and the number 87. Almost had a chance to win it here tonight, man, but a little bit of late strategy by other guys. And you managed coming home third place. Kind of walk me through it.
I didn't expect to qualify the pole, so we got filed in, clicked off some laps there, and I hate I got into Johnny. I'm really hate I got into him, man. I didn't know that lap car was not going to let us go on, you know, but to try to survive, man. The best man won, Kyle. He pounced. He got it.
Yeah, you ended up coming down late in one of those cautions and taking tires, but not saying you didn't put up a heck of a fight there. You almost come home in second. What was your plan there on that final restart?
I just wanted to try to stay glued to Kyle's bumper. I knew that I might have a chance. I knew my stuff was a little more burnt up than theirs, but I figured if I could play my cards right and stick to his bumper, maybe I could snake out of here with second. But like I say, didn't work out, but I'm happy with a third.
Yeah, great run overall. I mean, you went out there, you were consistent all night long, managed to come home third place tonight. Who you got a shout out on the number 87?
I want to shout out all my guys at T1S. We got a good thing going, I think. But some of our partners, Martin Sports, Roasted Gems Coffee, Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast, Nerditudes, iRacing Flag. We got some good partners, man. We're just happy to be here like a fat chick at prom, man.
All right, man. Well, hey, congratulations again on your third place finish, Daniel, and hopefully we'll see you again next season.
I appreciate it, Sam. Thank you, man.
And that was the third place finisher, Daniel Sweat, coming home in third place. Congratulations to him for a great finale race. Let's see here. Now we got to talk to second place, and that's Brandon Metler. We got the 87 on the car, but normally the number 15, so the 15 and Brandon Metler. Metler, you come home second tonight. What were your thoughts on that final restart? Thought you might have had something for Kyle. You had the fresher tires, but looks like Daniel and you decided you guys were going to race for second.
Yeah, I really didn't have much expectation going in. I've never ran this track before. This is actually my first race in this car. So it's definitely a learning experience on both ends. I had to start towards the back because last time I was here, I won the race at Rockingham. So I finished back in 16th and really didn't have anything goal-wise besides just keep the front end clean, keep the back end clean, and keep the tires on it. So it's kind of surprised to find myself up towards the front, especially towards the end, and made the most of what I had and came home P2.
Was the late call to come down pit road? Do you think that was a good move on your part?
Yeah, I kind of waited to see. I knew usually a lot of people try to pit, and once that one person pits, everybody else goes to pit. So I stayed out that first time around, and usually that's preceded by a quick caution, and everybody got such a good jump on that first start. After getting tires, I decided, I'm just going to go ahead and take mine right now while I can. So obviously, it was a no-brainer decision for me, and it actually paid off.
Well, you and Daniel put on a good show there, coming to the line racing for second, but you managed to pull home second place here tonight. You get a shout out on the number 15 for making it all happen.
Yeah, thanks. Obviously, a shout out to Vikings Motorsports and all the Vikings Motorsports teammates, not only that run out tonight, but run in other leagues as well and get our name out there and giving us a presence in Crooked Line Racing and all the other leagues we run in. Got to give a shout out to BAM Racing Videos, YouTube and Facebook. Just got 5,000 subscribers last week after our videos at Lancaster. That did really, really well. So really optimistic about that in the upcoming season with the real life racing videos and all of our Five Kings Motorsports teammates. And BAM Racing Videos supporters out there. And obviously for you for putting on a hell of a broadcast and getting our name out there for Crooked Line Racing.
All right, man. Well, hey, congratulations again on second place, and hopefully we'll see you back next season.
Yep, for sure will.
And that was Brandon Metler, driver of the number 15. Again, had 87 on his car, but that's all right. You know, we know he's the number 15. Now we got to, first of all, I got to fix this up real quick. And now we got to talk to the wild man coming home in first position tonight. Late strategy call, taking tires, and you managed to get that 42 machine in victory lane. Walk me through it, Kyle.
Ooh, man, that was fun. That lap 80 or 5 or 7 wreck, I was just contemplating pitting. I was like, I don't know, I'm in second, give up a lot of track position, there's going to be some wrecks out back. And then literally last second, I seen the cone to my inside, and I just jerked it left, came in, got right sides. And then after that, it was all about being patient, waiting for the wrecks, and I managed to avoid every single one. Got up to second, and I knew Daniel was on some older tires, so it was just being patient, waiting for him to drift up the track on exit a little bit, and I eventually got to his inside going into 3 and 4, and we raced it clean, and the fresh set of right side tires helped out a lot. Managed to get this car in victory lane.
So here's the thing. On that last restart there, were you at least a little worried once you saw you had Metler to your outside? Is that why you kind of you took off a little bit earlier than you did on that prior restart? So was that kind of planned for the 42?
It was planned. It was definitely a team execution there. I knew I just wanted to help Brandon get to the bottom at least so we could get a 1-2 finish there. And I told him that final restart I was going to go a little bit earlier, just pretty much right at the inter pit road. That way he could get going. Daniel still got a great start after that, though. And that previous restart to that, Daniel got a great restart on us too, so I knew I had to do something.
Well, you did it, and you did it properly here tonight. Late race strategy brings you home in victory lane. Kyle, who you got to shout out on the 42?
Gotta thank Tripods in the Wild, ARC Performance, TrueSimProductions. You guys do an awesome job almost every single night of the week, putting on great shows. Five Kings Motorsports, got great teammates helping me out a lot. Without them, I don't think I would have been able to get this win. Everybody in a Cricket Line Racing League. This league is awesome. This is probably the most competitive I've ever felt in a league on iRacing. I got Butt Kicker, McConey Setup Shop, and I think that's about it.
All right, man. Well, hey, congratulations on coming home with the victory here in the final race of the season, and hopefully we'll see that 42 back out on track next season.
Oh, definitely. I'll be there.
And that was the race winner, Kyle Wellman. Now, I'm going to see if I can't do this. So he manages to come home fourth tonight after starting near the rear of the field, but it does look like Aaron Raymond, number 68, first season here with Crooked Line, you're going to walk away a champion.
Yeah, a good season. I had some run-ins with some guys, but yeah, I made some contact with Brian Zimmerman tonight, and it sucks that he couldn't finish.
Well, you know, he came and talked to us after he got out of the infield care center, and he said it looks like he moved up, looks like you came down just hard racing, and you know, we expected that up here in the booth, right? We know you guys were running for a championship. There was only a couple points separating you guys coming into this race. How are you feeling though once the race started? You had about 4 cars in between them. You were back there kind of in the top 5. What was your plan when you saw you kind of had a couple cars in between you guys?
I was just gonna try and race it like I would any other night. That lap 1 crash helped me. I gained like 6 spots, and then I was just trying to manage, and we got a bunch of cautions. He pit and he caught up to me.
So once he did actually get up there, I mean, what was the plan going forward? Was it pretty much just go as hard as you could, try and get the race win, or was it just trying to make sure he stayed behind you?
Just trying to keep him behind me. We had that restart and he'd get to my inside, and then my only hope was to finish right behind him and maybe just have a shot at it.
Well, hey, Aaron, I tell you what, you come here, your first season with Crooked Line in the late models here on Wednesday night, you walk away a champion. Who you got to shout out for making it all happen?
Well, I got to thank the guys at Crooked Line Racing, you for putting on a good broadcast, and I got to thank my family and stuff.
All right, Aaron. Hey, congratulations again, man. You had one dominating performance this season, and hopefully we'll see that 68 back out on track next season.
Thank you, man.
And that was your champion, Aaron Raymond. And I was wanting to see if anybody else needed to come up and say anything, but looks like we're good. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we just said it. Aaron Raymond going to walk away your champion. Kyle Wellman gets a race win here tonight. As you see, Aaron Raymond's going to go ahead and burn it down. He is the champion. Congratulations to the number 68. Again, a dominant performance here on a Wednesday night. He came in this first season, nothing like coming in and winning a championship in your rookie season, I tell you what. Good job, Aaron. Race results are on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle Wellman taking home the win with Brandon Metler in second and Daniel Sweat coming home in third. Aaron Raymond in fourth and also taking home the championship here tonight. It was a 12-race season, and I'm sure they're going to do another one here in a couple weeks, so be on the lookout for that, and we'll see if we're going to get that season broadcasted for them or not. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed tonight's coverage of the Crooked Line Late Models presented by BAM Racing Videos. And if you haven't already, go check out BAM Racing Videos on YouTube. You saw it. We played the commercial. He makes great content. But that being said, we're going to go ahead and get out of here and wrap it up tonight. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. Y'all have a good one.